Cooney, loser, bold guy. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, 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 Cooney. Cooney, Cooney, Epstein's alive.
Welcome back to Raccoon Tweeties. Thanks for tuning in. As always, join the Patreon, join the Reddit, join the Discord. If you join the Patreon, you get early access to our other show, Tim is a Shop, so check that out. Ever heard of it? But how you doing, my man? How you holding up these days?
Oh, I'm doing good, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah?
I'm out here defending your honor and shit, dog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My honor.
Yeah.
Thank him.
The world has been saying that you're not talking enough about Epstein and shit.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? I guess we should just move on.
There you go. You're loud. I knew you'd say some fucking shit like that, dude.
All my boys are getting deposed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your girl Hillary got deposed, dude.
Mm-hmm. My girls too. I mean, what I was saying about Epstein is that it's just a horrible way to the war in Iran is a horrible way to celebrate Jeffrey Epstein's memory. You know what I mean? It's a terrible thing.
That's like calling it the Department of Defense. It's like you want to go to war, but you're using colorful language like celebrate instead of like, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm not smart. I didn't graduate college.
Well, it's now you said Department of Defense or Department of War?
Well, they called it the Department of Defense to make it sound nicer, like we're defending, like just like the peace agreement type shit.
That's funny. Yeah. That is really funny. Like, because when I heard that they changed it to Department of War, my like lib cuck brain goes like, "Oh, that's awful. How could they do that?" But in a way, it's like they're just sanitizing it with the Department of Defense. Mm-hmm. Really, I mean, it could be called the Department of We Bomb Random Countries in the Middle East. Yeah, you know, or Department of Constant Drone Strikes. Mm-hmm. Who knows? Not to denigrate the great service people working at that.
Dude,
place.
Have you ever developed like a new hate for somebody, like in like a moment's time?
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's easy.
Like Mike Piazza, dude.
Okay.
I fucking can't stand that guy now, dude.
Because of the Shia LaBeouf interview? I can see why you'd immediately hate him after learning that he rejected giving an autograph like 80 times. The Vyvanse is not working today. Yeah. But that's a lot of like saying no.
Yeah.
If you really were there 80 times, eventually you think, oh man, you're here again?
Yeah.
All right. No matter what.
I wish Andrew Callahan would have asked him more. Like, wait, so describe if he knew who you were each time, or like, did it develop and he just kept saying no, or?
Yeah, he needed more detail because you got to verify a little bit. That's a wild claim to say that Mike Piazza. It sounds, and also you went to 80 games as a kid.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's kind of it sounds like a pretty good childhood.
Let's see here. Well, the Mike Piazza.
I haven't been to 80 games in my life.
Same.
People's lives. I remember trying to get Mike Piazza's autograph, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
I think he's doing a bit, but I mean, I like it.
I love it.
It's hilarious. It's a good bit. But he can't be serious. But maybe the fact that he maintains his composure makes it seem like he is, which is very funny.
I think he's serious.
Okay, yeah, he might be.
He's an alcoholic. It's a resentment, dude. Mm. He hates Mike Piazza.
I never really liked Mike Piazza either.
Me neither.
Did you actually hate him?
Yeah, no, I hate him.
He kind of just, he has like...
Guido energy, just like... Fucking Italian piece of shit. Fucking, you know what I mean? You're the Irish guy here. You should be hating him more than me.
Yeah. That our beef with Italians. Yeah, but no, I mean he always just seemed like kind of an asshole. Mm-hmm. Even though Roger Clemens, his famous thing with Piazza is Roger Clemens.
I'm on Roger Clemens at 100%.
Yeah, and he's an asshole for sure.
Fucking Roger Clemens, he's got violence in his DNA, Daddy.
Yeah,
and a lot of steroids, dude.
Yeah. But sometimes the asshole's right, you know. He's obviously a jerk for sure, Clemens. But sometimes when another guy is even a bigger asshole, it's like it's up to the guy that's also an asshole to be like, hey man, fuck you, and throw a bat at him or whatever he did.
Well, yeah, dude. Easier terms than that, Cooney.
You okay?
Who's the duck? Who's the hawk?
Because Clemens in this situation.
Clemens the fucking hawk, dude. Yeah. He didn't need to throw the fucking bat, dude. He did it though.
Because he spotted a duck.
Exactly, the duck, and then guess what the duck did? Quack, quack.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He tried to fight Clemens, and Clemens didn't even seem scared at all.
Yeah.
And he's a pitcher. The pitcher should probably be kind of scared.
Yeah.
It's funny that they never are. But yeah, no, Piazza, he knew that Piazza's a duck and he wasn't going to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, yeah, come on up here, you fucking catcher.
Yep.
And I usually love a catcher that can hit. That's like my favorite kind of person.
Exactly. And I like artists that can see something that I didn't see in myself, dude. I didn't know I hated Mike Piazza until Shia LaBeouf.
We're going to mess up words in this
yeah.
episode. So, it's late. It's midnight here in Seattle.
Yeah, we're recording during the blood moon, dude.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh,
look at that.
Holy
That's
shit.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, he just had an asshole energy. So I agree with Shia LaBeouf's take here.
Yeah, dude. Let's see.
For my whole life, Mike Piazza.
Were you waiting outside the fence?
Every day, this guy, bro. So, yeah, we used to go to these Dodger games. Big Brothers program used to give these tickets out. You go fucking Dodger game. Me and all of them dudes would be sitting in the parking lot. Brent Butler always signed. Hideo Nomo always signed.
It is funny to say other people that did sign all this. Like, and how many times did Hideo Nomo sign? Like, how many things of yours are you asking him to sign?
Yeah, that would be a good question, too, because of the 80 times. Like, do you go there every day? And Hideo Nomo's like, all right, all your clothing is signed by Hideo Nomo, the pitcher from Japan.
He's a great pitcher, though.
He was good.
Mike Piazza.
Just a cold
Mike
heart.
Piazza, you're a bitch, bro.
And this is what went viral first, too. That's a very deep interview with a lot of crazy things in it. And I remember seeing for a few days, the only thing anyone was retweeting was like, Shia LaBeouf goes viral for hating Mike Piazza. Random. So, shades of Kanye.
Yeah. It is very Kanye of him, but I have way more respect for Shia. This is the type of shit I'm talking about right here.
Moved out here and started trying to rebuild, was having a good time, and then, hit a roadblock right there.
Where do you think that roadblock began?
I think that roadblock began with cloud chasing.
In what sense?
He's blaming the haters, dude.
I just love the way he talks. It's so funny. Right there. Hit a roadblock right there. Why? Haters. Clout.
Haters.
Clout. Clout was all about that night. He's like a ghetto Dr. Seuss. Clout was all about. My hair was in the air.
Yeah.
They touched me. They touched me, try to fuck me.
Clout was all about that.
Clout was all about, dog.
Let's see here.
I had to tell my key holder. Two dudes try to fuck me.
So you take responsibility for
1,000%. We're not gonna play games.
Yeah.
But I had a great time.
Definitely.
It's like he's breaking character there, kind of.
That's the guy that had sex with Whitney Cummings and got her pregnant, dude.
He's the daddy.
I had a great time.
and then he does a face like it's not a good time. Fuck, man. Yeah, I mean, one thing I'll say, Shia LaBeouf at the beginning of the interview, he's like, he's talking and then he goes, fuck, it's an interview, start over.
Yeah.
Like he's going to go into character a little bit. These are the kind of interviews that I find enjoyable.
Yeah.
I find it very entertaining.
Yeah.
It's also, I mean, it's kind of sad too because it's a mess, but it's also, it's two things.
Oh my God, the camera.
Heard it both ways.
Fuck.
Oh, it wasn't even on screen.
It wasn't on screen, but it's fine.
mean,
We're doing great.
you heard it,
We're doing great things.
You figured it out.
Well, let's see here.
Wasn't.
Gay. Be gay over there though. Don't be gay in my lap.
So you feel like when things that you feel that you possess in a way are challenged, like your girl, your kid, if someone gets in the way, but
Don't be gay in my lap, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
And it's funny, and it's not as bad. You know what it reminds me of? It's not as bad as this. In high school, I can't remember if it was high school or middle school, there was this jock. And he was like the stereotypical football player, kind of had a southern accent out of nowhere. I don't know how, but like that like jock southern accent. And he was like super good at sports, big guy, and all that. And we went to a hippie school so he had to go to school with kids that are completely not what he, like the same mindset as him. But he was friends with us, and he was always like trying to be, the word woke wasn't around back then, but he was trying to be more woke than he was making an effort, right?
Yeah, he's trying to make a two-state solution.
He was looking for something like that.
Yeah.
And our choir teacher was gay, shocker. and he was like, he comes up to me in it, like we weren't even talking about it. He's like, I think that guy, I forget the choir teacher's name, or chorus teacher, choir. We didn't have choir.
Yeah.
Chorus teacher. He's like, the chorus teacher, that guy Jeff, will say he's a nice guy. I'm like, oh yeah, he is a nice guy. And he goes, yeah, man. I mean, like, I don't have a problem with gay people. And I'm like, are you saying I'm gay? Like, why are you telling me this? But I was like, yeah, me neither. I don't care if someone's gay. And he goes, I'm just, as long as you stay like 12 feet away from me at all times. I'm like, all right, well, I didn't tell him at the time because I'm a kid, but I was like, that's not what we want to be. Like, that's too, I see what you're saying, and I appreciate that you are making an effort to not be homophobic.
Yeah.
But you have to stay 12 feet away from me at all times. That's kind of crazy to say.
I would be like, if I was that guy, instead of just saying that, I would be like, I want everyone to stay away from me, like 12 feet at a time, especially gay people. That's what I would say. No, if I was that guy.
That guy. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember what happened from that, but I always remember laughing at the idea of him like trying to be like more accepting, but then at the same time, but they got to be like a mile away from me at all times. It's just not gonna. And I think he might have even been saying that as a joke. But yeah, that kind of reminded me a little bit when I watched this, when Shia goes, you can be gay over there, but like, dog, you can't be like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a gang, bro.
I mean, as far as like proximity goes, Shia is saying, don't be gay in my lap. Like, that's pretty close. That is pretty close. Like, don't be gay on me, basically.
If I read this situation the way he's saying it, what I hear from it, because I watched the whole thing, is that these guys were touching him.
Yeah.
And like, anybody doing that is too much, right? I didn't say you could touch me. So, and it's like, yeah, I could see why that would be. If someone is also hitting on you and a man and you're straight, it is going to be uncomfortable. So I see what he's saying.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been watching some sick fucks on YouTube, dude.
Oh, yeah?
People talking about nonverbal cues, stuff like this, like make physical contact with people and stuff like that.
Oh, no.
Dude, I'm like, if don't touch me, dog.
Yeah. Maybe there's an epidemic of habitual line steppers.
There is. And this camera, we need to find a better camera, dude.
It's just like not.
This camera's going Baja mode on us. It happened with ever since we got Ashley on earwaves, dude. The camera's been going nuts.
She was too hot for the camera.
Bro, what else have we got today, dude? Oh, you have a story that you need to tell everyone.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. I told you this story already. It's the most Brendan Cooney thing that could possibly happen.
It's an excellent story.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I thank you. So what happened is the backstory of this is that at work, my printer broke. And so obviously I need to get someone to fix the printer, right? So I have been working with the printer company to come fix this printer.
Right.
And I needed to know if the guy was coming that day, and I needed to know, like, he had sent me a text, so I needed to verify the details of the text.
By the way, for everyone that heard Cooney say printer, it's important to the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the print, okay. So I look at my phone for the contact information for the printer service guy, and I know his name is Tito, and I see that I have 2 Titos in my phone, 2 Titos. And I'm thinking to myself, man, I must have put his name in twice, because I do not know 2 people named Tito. Like, there is no chance that I have met a second Tito in my life. I know this. The only Titos I know are this guy and Tito Jackson.
Yeah.
So like, that's it. So I confidently decide I'm just going to pick one, call it.
Yeah. So
I pick one and I call, and I pick up, I'm calling Tito, and Tito picks up the phone, and I go, hey, I got your text about the tray, and I wanted to know, did you order the tray? Or, because I know we were thinking about rollers. And there's a pause, and then the guy on the other end of the line, who has a voice completely different from the Tito that I remember talking to, goes, order. When did that come in? When did I send that? Or when did I send that? And I go, it's a text that you sent to me. Because you texted me about the rollers. Because at this point, I'm like, the voice is different, and this makes no sense. But I'm like, maybe there's another Printronics guy named Tito or something. Because he's answered it like he works at Printronics.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah. And he's like, oh, I don't know. And I go, is this some Tito from Printronics? And then there's another pause, and the voice on the other end of the line goes, this is Tito Ortiz. And as he says, this is Tito Ortiz, I hear, because I know Tito Ortiz's voice from watching him on TV. I'm like, oh my God. In my head, I'm like, this is Tito Ortiz, the UFC fighter, the famous UFC fighter. And I'm like, I'm shocked by this. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm going through some sort of psychosis or something. Like I've lost my mind.
Yeah.
And I go, Tito Ortiz, the UFC fighter? That's what I say. And to the phone. And Tito Ortiz goes, yeah, that's me. And he's like, how did you get my number? And then as soon as he says, how did you get my number? I start thinking like, okay, well, probably I have Tito Ortiz's phone number in my phone because of Oathman.
Yeah.
Because we probably either way back in the day had him as a guest on our first show, or like he just gave it to me when, I don't know, who knows, maybe. Anyways, but I don't want to tell him that, like, I didn't, I don't know. So I was just like, oh, I have no idea, but I'm trying to reach Tito at Printronix. And he's like, oh, what? I don't know. Or he didn't say what, but I go, clearly I have the wrong thing. He's like, are you sure? You're like, do you know how you got my number? I'm like, no, man, I have no idea. I was trying to reach Tito, but I do and I said that I do a podcast about Brendan Schaub. And he had no reaction to that. And I go, yeah, man, if you ever want to come on, like, look me up, dude. And he's like, okay, all right, great. And then hangs up the phone. That was the end of the story, but it was so funny that I called Tito Ortiz.
Yeah.
Of all, I just totally forgot that I had his number. And the weirdest thing I can't get over is that he answered like he works at the printing company.
Yeah. Well,
like,
he went Baja. You thought he was going to be on traction control, dude.
It's either he thought that maybe he meant that, like, when did I text you? Or he's just like, it's that, remember we watched that restaurant video? Maybe he thought I was texting him about how he like owns a restaurant, maybe like a printer of some kind.
Or maybe he's just the CT dude. Just
yeah, it could be that too.
Like he's like, holy shit, do I own a printer? Also, he's probably in a bunch of different businesses. He's like, okay, Tito's printing. I got to talk to my agent about this. Why are they talking to me?
Yeah, they gave his name. Yeah, he was like, oh, fuck, another business? Yeah. I don't have a printer business now? They're fucking me. Jenna, what are you doing? Now, it would be funny if he had paused and go, wait, Brendan Cooney?
Yeah.
10 minutes of Schaub? No. Yeah, I kind of want him on the show now. I can't believe he just answers the phone.
Yeah, you also have his phone number, which is nuts.
Yeah, I wonder, like, who else?
Yeah.
Because there was, I remember one time we had a guest who was showing us famous people's phone numbers that he had in his phone. I was like, should we call these people? I don't know if we saved those, though.
Yeah.
And then I probably have more people in the phone than I remember from Oathman's dealings.
Yeah.
But I don't know who. I should do, like, a deep dive of, like, who I have.
I did have a field day this week. And I probably, if anything, I'll cut this later. But
okay.
I did have a field day this week because, Shia is from this area. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people I know Shia. And so I was texting him like, your boy's going wild, dude. And then they would all text me like hours later after watching it and being like, oh man, it's not a good look, dude.
I was telling you before, the funniest thing about the Shia thing is, to me, was that he's in a gang at 36.
Yes.
And just like a gang.
Yeah.
When you joined I joined the gang at 36. He said the key holder thing again. Mm-hmm. Did you know what a key holder was?
No.
I still don't really know.
Maybe like a key to the city?
Well, the key holder, I'm guessing, is the leader of the gang or some sort of position in a gang.
Yeah.
He's like, my key holder's name is like Alfonso Ribeiro or whatever. Yeah. And
Alfonso Davies. Yeah. My key holder is Christian Pulisic. It's just a bunch of soccer players. My
key holder is Christian Leitner from the Duke Blue Devils. And you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, yeah, I joined it. I don't do anything. I'm just not, you know what I'm saying, dog? Yeah.
I was in holes, bro.
Yeah, hole, dude, bruh. I was in motherfucking Transformers, dog. I love the way he talks. I want to talk like that. Yeah. And I think I want to take back what I said in the last episode. His accent may actually be real. Mm-hmm. John Bernthal.
That's why when you were saying that on the last episode, I got pissed off like for a second. You saw that or no?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was like, dude, no, fuck you, dude, because they could talk how they talk.
I'm not saying they shouldn't.
You know why? Because they're gonna stand on it, dude.
Stand on business.
They're gonna stand on it. They're gonna. You could be in front of their faces. I sound like this.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
I go to a bunch of places where people talk like that.
Sure.
In English. Mm-hmm. And I'm always like, I guess the word is tempted to like change how I speak, but it's just not true to who I am.
Yeah.
So it's weird when you do that to an actor type, because I'm an actor type, dude. I don't know who the fuck I have a struggling identity problem. And so like these actor types that sound this way, it's like they're probably not thinking. They probably do naturally sound this way, but then you have to give some sort of cause for like there are actor types out there that sound certain, like Billie Eilish maybe or something like this.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
They're like feigning liberalism when they're actually owning like millions in real estate. My bad, sorry.
I like what you're saying. I do think that is who they are.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is like, and more so Shia too, because he actually has that upbringing. So that's very possible that that's just the way he acts. And I like it.
Yeah.
And Bernthal, I also think that is who he really is. What I'm saying is that he's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
They both are. But Bernthal talks like he's convinced himself this is who he is, right?
Yeah.
But you're not, if you went to Sidwell Friends or whatever it is that he went to, there's a disconnect between who he is now and that. A large one.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I did everything, man. I killed a man.
Mm-hmm.
I killed a man, and then I had my time where I basically was in Vietnam. Like just crazy stuff that makes no sense.
Where my brain goes to though is, let's just take two examples. Shia LaBeouf and John Bernthal talking outside. It looks like they're on the set of Game of Thrones, right? That's why did they do that?
Why did they have them outside?
Like, no. That's not the interview itself. Why the fuck did that happen? There is no reason why.
Yeah.
They just did this thing, right?
Yes.
Now, Whitney Cummings complaining about her fans talking shit about fucking Saudi Arabia. She responds and says, like, you like making fun of a girl that grew up poor. That I fucking despise, dude, because she's doing it for a reason. She's trying to make you feel bad. She's calling you racist, saying that you don't understand me because I grew up poor.
Right.
When she also has those same accolades of growing to like some sort of like fancy pay for school type shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. John Bernthal, I don't think that way about him.
Correct.
I think like he lives in his lane, and in his lane, he's a fucking actor, dude. These actors suck ass. Yeah, that's like you're not like inventing the wheel, you know?
Yeah.
Actors suck. But there's some cool actors too. I think John Bernthal's a cool actor.
Yeah, both of them are very cool. I'm sure if I met them, I would love them, and I'd be depressed if they weren't like they are on that interview.
Yeah.
And you're right. Bernthal, I do believe, just did that for the motivations he says. Like he's like, I wanted to save Shia LaBeouf's life. That's how I do it, dog. I'm out here and I'll do it again. They're like, everyone in his life is like, don't do that. And he's like, I have to. They're like, you absolutely do not. He's like, my agent told me not to. My wife told me not to. But I'm not going to abandon a guy. It doesn't matter what he did.
Yeah.
So I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but what I'm just saying is they're both crazy people.
And then in this episode, do you think like John Bernthal watches this and goes, damn, I didn't save his life? You know what I mean?
I wonder what he I think probably John Bernthal watches this and he's like, round two. Or no, he's like, he has like the big hat on. He's like, I guess my work's not done.
My work's not
done. Or maybe John Bernthal thinks, fuck, I got to kill him. I have to kill Shia now.
We got to look for the times he said saved. He didn't talk about saved lives, dude, in this one.
Because he didn't have a bro with him, dude.
Wow.
You gotta be like you need another bro to get it out of you.
Oh, he says sometimes that'll save you. Here, let's see what this is. This is important. 1 second.
Piece of shit. And he bought me the night. I was so angry I needed to talk to him in the morning. Sometimes that'll save you. Sometimes
he did talk about the homie that saved him when he had a gun in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the jokes I do in stand-up.
Which
one of my issues with the meetings. Like, there's always a guy that's talking about putting a gun in his mouth. And he's just like so aggressive.
Yeah, you know? That's damn. And it's funny. Your story's bad. You know your story's gonna be bad, so before the meeting, you just stick a gun in your mouth, and then you go, and I stuck a gun in my mouth. Like, you just do it for the story.
On the way here, I had a gun in my mouth.
Just to make the story better. I should start doing that at meetings. Like, so then quarterly, we hit our goals this year, and like we got 21 out the door, and also I had a gun in my mouth on the way here this morning. But so I want to say though, it's the way I look at this interview and Shia LaBeouf and John Bernthal. I'm so entertained by the way that they do it. Mm-hmm. I feel embarrassed sometimes. Embarrassed is the wrong word, but sometimes I feel like I got this monotone voice. I don't talk very loud. Sometimes I can be Graves' disease, Vyvanse, small teeth, big gums, bald. I can be pretty goddamn boring, and it's tough for me. I wish I could act and talk like this and not care. I bet we'd have a bigger audience if I was completely out of my mind And, you know, I'm out of my mind just in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, off camera, which it should be on camera. No one watches off camera. You know, the cameras stop rolling. You're like, I hope Cooney gets home okay. He's a crazy person. But this guy is he's crazy on camera now. Fighting people in the streets.
Yeah, he's old, dude. He's like older than us.
Probably, yeah, I think he's probably like a few years older than me.
Or he might be as old as you.
Fuck you, dude. He's probably got a few years on me.
Yeah. What else do we have here? Oh, I had something I wanted to show you, dude.
Oh, before you show it, can you pull up the, just so we don't forget, I want to watch this for sure. Can you pull up the Luke thing?
Yes.
Just to tie off the Tito.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
I told Othman about the story of Tito Ortiz, so there's a brief clip here. It made one of the proudest moments of my life. It made the Luke Thomas live chat.
Oh, wow. Let's see here. From Othman, huh?
Othello writes, my boy Brendan just called Tito Ortiz thinking he was calling a guy named Tito at a print shop. He goes, hey, I was calling for an update on a tray I ordered. Tito goes, when did the order come in? That's awesome. Fucking Tito, bro.
Yeah, like how...
Hi, Luke.
So true, too. Like, I swear to God.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah.
Show me the clip.
All right. Well, speaking of Tito Ortiz, we have Mr. Bill Clinton being deposed for his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein.
Shit, one of my guys. My dad worked for Clinton.
Oh, shit.
Hot water, dude.
Trippy, dude. Oh, that's funny, dude. Because they say a bunch of names right here. That'd be funny if they said your dad's name. Whoa. But I found this part to be hilarious.
This is the face he makes when he's thinking about my dad.
Yeah, he's just like, man, that guy's so boring. He's like, that guy doesn't fuck kids at all, dude. That guy just sucks.
Yeah.
That was Clinton talking. What's called. But this is funny to me because this is 36 minutes in to this deposition, 35 minutes, something like that, and it's so boring, and so it's very slow paced.
Yeah.
He gives a whole speech at the beginning where he's like, I love America, and America's nice, and the babies here are tasty.
I only had sex with Jeffrey one time.
Yeah. So then it gets to this part where they're like, all right, we're going to do basically a fucking lightning round where we're going to say a bunch of names. Just tell us if you ever had a conversation about Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell, about them or with them. You know?
Yeah.
And he answers like such long answers, dude.
No.
So it's like Graves' disease sort of thing. Maybe your future kind of thing. If you had hair kind of thing.
I wish.
So here we go.
Thanks.
Okay.
First, Richard Kahn.
Richard who?
Kahn.
T-O-D-D?
Never heard of him.
T-O-D-D. Todd.
K-A-H-N.
I don't know who that is.
Darren Indyke.
Endyke?
Correct.
I don't know who that is.
Sarah Kellen.
I don't know who that is.
Brian Callen.
Uma Abedin.
Yes.
So the question was, have you ever talked to them about Jeffrey Epstein?
Interesting.
And he said yes.
Immediately.
But he meant to say like, oh, I know who that is finally.
Oh, okay.
And so then it became this long, like drawn out thing where he's just telling them if they know he knows them or not. And so they have to go back through the list and be like, did you talk to them about Jeffrey Epstein?
That's the way to do it, though. You got this is the Barry Bonds approach. Like I said on episodes, you fuck with people. You be annoying. You do long answers. You intentionally misunderstand what they're saying. And I would do that too if people like, let's say Clinton, let's say he's so completely innocent of this.
Right.
Okay, I know people will hate that, but if he was, so just suspend your disbelief.
Right.
You might do the same thing. I would. If I was pissed off, they're like accusing me of things I didn't do, I would fuck with people.
Yeah.
But who? They're like, Gerardo. I'm like, Gerardo, no, don't know. And then I'm Gerdo. I like doing your name wrong. Like, do you mean, Gerald?
This is a great example because he only ever cites times where there's pictures of him or he's in a flight log where he's like, yeah, I saw, there's a picture of us in the White House. And then he does all this stuff. He's like, when is the first time you met Jeffrey Epstein? He's like, the first flight I took with Jeffrey Epstein was this flight, basically. And then later on, they're like, all right, so you never knew him as a president. And he's like, no, there's pictures of me. I met a lot of people as president. I fucked ladies, this and that. And then they're like, he went to the White House 17 times from the years 1993 to 1995.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nuts. And it's just like he's playing dumb, you know?
Yeah.
Excuse me, Mr. President, the question is, as I understand it, name the people you communicated to about Epstein and Mac.
I like how it's just like the blind leading the blind. This fool is not on adrenochrome. Dude, this fool's just old. He's probably like 40 and this guy is 80, you know?
No, well, Clinton is probably up at least 80, but the other guy is like 79. You know, like it really is like there's like a 1 year difference. Mr. President, like this guy's a kid. Mr. President. Mr. President, we need to figure out if we can eat lunch. Our stomachs might hurt. We're old. That's a great defense. You know, I'm 80 years old. I don't understand how this is a new kind of microphone.
Yeah.
And then they like accidentally unplug it.
That's how he started.
What?
He's like, well, I'm 80, so I don't know what I remember from 24 years ago.
It's a good excuse.
It's like, wait, why did you say 24 years? What happened 24 years ago, dude?
He walks out of there like Kaiser Sose. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, obviously I know Huma very well. I don't remember any specific conversations we ever had about Epstein and Maxwell.
Uma was the one that was chugging on Anthony Weiner, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Now she's married to Soros' son.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Anyways, I thought that was funny. Just Graves' disease, dude.
Yeah. Well, who was it?
And then I haven't even started the Hillary Clinton one yet, dude.
Brendan Schaub?
Well,
Don't
fuck.
know him. Don't know.
Never met him.
You said Lex? Wait. Carzano?
Oh, there's a couple other things I want to show you. But what else do you have today, dude?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, there's a war going on, right? Iran. Ever heard of it? Mm-hmm. And I was wondering, with the war that's going on, a leader, he just got assassinated, right? A lot of their people got assassinated.
Yeah.
Can you guess what I'm going to ask you?
No.
Okay. If you had to pick a comedian to take over the country of Iran, run it, to be the Ayatollah of Iran, who are you going with? I have an answer, and I can answer first if you want to think about it.
Jesus Sepulveda. For sure, dude. Easy answer. 100%.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that answer.
Yeah.
I think he could be good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be a lot, but when pressure meets him, he says the funniest shit, and that'll be so worth it, dude.
So he could like smooth things over because he's funny.
So funny he can make Arabs laugh. And I don't mean that because I hate Arabs. I'm just saying they're probably a tough cookie to crack right now because due to all the bombing and stuff like this.
It would be tough to get laughter. Do you think if he did that, like he's doing jokes, do you think he would do the same kind of like all of a sudden he'd have like really good bits about like Iranian childhood?
Yeah,
like,
dude.
you know, your dad.
Like, when I grew up, fool, like we had hot Cheetos. You guys have fucking what is it called?
It'd be funny if he convinced them that they also had a Latino upbringing. Because you remember when your dad used to fucking hit you with a chancla, and they're like, it's pretty funny, you know. Like they're like, yeah, dude, chancla, yeah, they use sandals right here, but yeah, I bet he.
I love Jesus Christ, guys.
He makes them Christian. What's all these guys talking about like Allah all the time, right? And they like search.
Well, Jesus is a prophet in
That's
Islam.
true. They did get along.
Yeah.
He's like, we need to talk more about that one guy, Jesus. I'm Jesus, but also Jesus.
Yeah.
Was like one of you.
Muhammad's a little different though. He goes black sand.
What did you guys eat in high school? Like, what'd you eat for snacks? Remember, he was like, that's our clip that did well, and I was like, fucking combos, and he's like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, I ate normal shit, Oreos and shit. That would be the same thing because they probably didn't eat Oreo.
Yeah.
They're like, fucking
olive leaves.
Eggplant. What is egg rolls? Not egg rolls. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
I was going to say grape leaves. That's what I was trying to say. Grape leaf.
Grape leaves.
What the fuck is that, bro? Did you eat? What about fruit roll-ups, bro? And they're just like,
this guy's awesome.
this guy's rules. I had a lame answer.
No, what's yours?
Jim Brewer.
Oh, no. You see, you're going for the funny answer. I'm going for the one that would actually work.
That's true. I'm probably not the person to go to for like actual advice.
Yeah.
I don't know. He would like he's very deeply religious,
Right.
and
He would be assassinated.
why?
I don't think I need to like
Too Christian.
just he's annoying as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
He gets probably like 4 fart noises in, and somebody there's just like, oh, la, 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 la.
That would be funny if he was the president of Iran or the Ayatollah and he starts doing the fart thing, but somehow that's like very offensive to them. You're not supposed to do fart stuff.
Who's in control? Shias or Shiites?
Shiites.
He'd be like, the fucking Shias are quack, 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 quack. He would be very divisive. I feel like somebody like Jesus would be more unifying.
It'd be funny to ask Jesus and Jim Burr whether they see themselves as Shiite Muslims or Sunni Muslims and see what they say. Like what a Jesus, bro? Fuck, dude, I've been Shiite since day one, bro. My fucking dad, dude. My fucking dad was fucking Shiite, bro. He's kind of like shy. I wanted to think of a way to make funny how God works into that, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't even pull it out. The other thing was just, do you think it's a cover up
For
Trump, Epstein?
no, dude, I've got I'm getting radicalized every day. Honestly,
Okay.
you know what I mean.
Facts.
I've been deep in the Iliad, reading some Game of Thrones now again. I'm going back and forth from 2 books basically,
Okay.
and I think no, but I honestly think that America's a problem, dude.
Yeah,
America's a big fat problem, dude.
I think so.
Yeah.
Prom. The United States of proms. Okay, we got 51 proms, and they're all us. Honestly, we've made some mistakes. I think.
I just everyone blames Israel and stuff like that, but dude, it goes too deep for me, dude. Because if you think about it, the Romans killed Jesus, kind of thing. But who do they say killed Jesus?
The Jewish people.
Right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Everyone in America is like, Israel's making us do this and that.
So we're the Romans.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
like, maybe dude, the Romans never stopped. We just became us. We're Romans. You know?
In a way, yeah, we kind of are that because we're the biggest power or whatever it is, and it's like we did do it. Mm-hmm. We sent our bombs. So if someone told us to or not, we were like, yeah, cool, cool story, bro, and we did it. But here, like, I think it could be a cover up, right? It could be something that Trump is doing to do for Epstein. It's very possible because like now no one's talking about Epstein. They're going to talk about this war,
right? People will still talk about Epstein.
Yeah, I think so.
But I mean, as far as like the reasons why, maybe, but I don't think that's I don't know. I feel like we've always heard about this since like the late first decade of the 2000s that we'll eventually attack Iran.
We have sort of been telegraphing our punch for a while. That's crazy that for years and years and years we've been like, we're gonna attack Iran, and like our politicians are like, we're gonna blow. If I were Iran, I would be like, fuck, bro, please stop. Yeah, like what a. No, but maybe at some point they just thought that's why they got killed, because they're like, they're just never gonna do it. Mm-hmm. They're at the Ayatollahs out in public doing like Mardi Gras. They're like, fuck yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. And then
Fat Tuesday.
Oh fuck, they actually did it this time, and then they got murked.
I'm seeing some crazy shit, dude, online. I'm told you I'm getting radicalized, and it's like I'm very I'm entertained. Like I don't act on anything, but like I told you, I think there's gonna be a huge earthquake tonight.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
What did I do? We're still recording. I'm not like leaving.
Yeah.
But then there's other people that I couldn't find that video I was trying to tell you about.
Yeah.
Where this lady was like, dude, they're going to nuke Iran, dude. Like tonight. Like because of the alignment of the planets. This is where I'm at, dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess the planets are all underneath us right now. And they're saying that it's forcing some sort of pressure on our side of the planet. Hawaii's got fucking volcanoes, dude.
Yeah.
And the problem is this guy is doing too well right now, dude. The guy that I'm talking about is doing far too well. He's the first, he got me, dude, a couple weeks back, where he's like, yo, there's a solar fucking flare that's going to hurt tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. And then I watched some of his other videos, or I was like, let's see what, and he didn't have this intensity, but he had an intensity that got him what?
More views?
Views, dude.
Oh.
And so he kept that intensity.
Yeah.
Now you can see all of his thumbnails are this is weird. This is big. It's coming. It's coming. We have one day. And he's going Baja mode, dude. And it's coming. We have one day, 539,000 views. Geologists are stunned, 154,000 views. He's being incentivized to make me shit my pants, dude. And, you know, if you tell me that the color blue is the color blue for this reason, and you start saying huge words that I have to look up, I'm going to believe you. You know what I mean? The definition that you're giving me is something that I'll try to repeat to my friends, stuff like this.
Yeah.
This guy is like some sort of fucking earthling that understands space and has a bunch of graphs and shit, dude.
Everyone, geophysicist Stefan Burns.
Geophysicist. I don't even know what that word means.
I really don't know what that means.
Geophysicist Stefan. Anyone named Stefan has got me hooked, dude.
Is it? Yeah.
Burns. He talks about the sun all the time.
Physicist of geography?
I guess.
Geo, what does that mean? The world or something?
And he's got fucking videos of volcanoes, dude. He's got these diagrams nonstop. He's talking his shit, dude. Look at this diagram, dude. It's just him with look at this shit, dude. Are you kidding me?
It's funny because he looks so normal and trustworthy.
Right.
It would be funny if and also the graphs look pretty standard, like scientific, like maybe legit.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if he was saying crazy shit.
He is saying crazy shit.
What's he saying?
That we're going to experience like 2,000 foot fucking lava bursts on tonight.
In one day?
Or
Or tonight now, I guess.
Because I guess they are that big right now. Like this graph here.
It's a graph of lava?
What's happening? Yeah. This is lava graph.
Oh, fuck.
Dude. So it's ever since November 28th, I believe, or January 2025 is when it started. The first big burst, and then it's like it gets a bunch of pressure, and then it releases pressure release.
Huh.
So tourism's been going up in Hawaii because the volcano is like going off. And then here, to the far right of this graph here is like his prediction of like has a 16-day average. So from the last burst, it's 16 days till tomorrow, right? Where it's already looking like it's gonna burst again, dude. And there's also the blood moon, and there's the fucking war in Iran. Shit's going crazy. Mercury's in retrograde, dude. I'm all over this map, dude. I'm literally in this shit, dude. I don't think there's ever any coming back.
I mean, it's funny to me because, like, all right, I should be concerned, right? Blood moon, earthquake. You're just telling me now about earthquakes and all that. But when I see this, all I can think about is look at another graph.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The graphs don't stop, dude.
And then if you look at a circular graph of it, it's worse.
This is the alignment of the planets. So the planets are all underneath us, and this is where the moon's at for the blood moon.
What are those little symbols?
The planets.
Oh, the planets have symbols?
Idiot. Yeah, like Venus, the sun, Mercury.
You're
fucking
good at this shit.
Dude, I've been balls deep. Mars is over here. This is Neptune, I think, or Uranus.
I just want to do something like this about Job. That's all I can think of.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I think we should have a video where we do like predictions of, or not just Job, like any comedy predictions. And we're like, look, we fucking, look at the graph. We make like a legit graph. Because you can make legit graphs now with AI.
Yeah.
So we put in some data and be like, here's what Jim Brewer is doing right now. Here's where Legion of Skanks is going to be here. Give me a graph that shows like, you know, who's gonna have a big crowd work special this way? When will Flappers close? Like a Flappers countdown?
Yeah. When
it closes instead of like a nuclear countdown?
I wanted to make a tweet today like that.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot of tweets going viral. I don't know if you're on sports Twitter though. I would have done this if I would have had some sort of like, what is it called? Correspondence with you before?
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like, name your number one Flappers moment. Because people are doing that for like, when was LeBron goated? Or when did LeBron James become the GOAT?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I wanted to do that for Flappers, but I feel like it wouldn't get anything.
Yeah, well, who knows? We got to do it. You got to do it to have fun, right?
Yeah.
Maybe my number one Flappers moment hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I mean, if this guy can give us a graph for that, let's see how many more graphs there are. This is how people speak to me, dude. Look at this one. Look at that graph, dude. Descending south node, ascending north node. The moon, the earth, the lunar path, the fucking orbital path of the earth. Dude, he's like making you believe, you know, all this shit. He's got volcanoes just fucking going off.
At Kilauea, again, just the past 9, it's been 10 days in between, up to 22 days in between. So that average perfectly aligns it with the blood moon.
What the fuck, dude? We're fucked, dude.
Is he saying the blood moon is gonna cause earthquakes?
Yeah, something like that.
Fuck.
This is some real like medieval times, dude.
Yeah.
You know? Well, he wasn't talking about earthquakes. He was talking about volcanoes. There's this other lady that predicted some crazy shit happening in Iran before it happened. And then we attacked Iran, and then she came back on. She's like, I told y'all.
We got to get on that. I mean, I don't have Kalshi, but like if there's going to be lava, maybe we should bet on lava. Why not?
Yeah, I think it's happening nonstop. It's just like these bursts that are coming out.
The moon will turn blood red and the earth will erupt total. And then it's like, it doesn't show the full fucking title. ... Well, what? Total lunar eclipse on March 3rd, which is tomorrow.
He's trying to fuck with you, dude. You're getting fucking caught in the same wind I'm in, dude.
I'm not afraid of anything weather related until it starts happening.
Ugh.
And even then, like, I remember people were like, aren't you worried about the fire? And I'm like, it's not going to fight. And I look out the window, I'm like, or I go, it's not anywhere near me. I look out my window and it looks like fucking the book of Elijah and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. I hope that's okay to breathe in. It's clearly not. Mm-hmm. So then I went to my new apartment. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I just, I don't have the same fear that other people have when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm the idiot that gets lost in the water, you know?
I'm terrified of earthquakes, dude. Like, I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast before, but I never thought about it before this one time where I was maybe like 12 or 13 years old, something like this.
Yeah.
I had gotten home from school. I was chilling, watching SpongeBob, some shit like this. And then nobody was home. I was by myself. And the earth started shaking, dude, right? Earthquake.
Jeez.
Fat fucking earthquake, dude.
Yeah.
Because I lived closer to the fault, too, so it was intense. And all the fucking glass started moving. And I just sat there and I felt helpless, dude. And then from that day on, dude, earthquakes have been the bane of my existence. I fucking cannot stand earthquakes.
I bet you have PTSD, dude. Yeah. That's scary. With me, you know, I just know God's got a plan, B. You know what I'm saying? In facts, like, dog.
Now you talking about Old Testament God or like that New Testament shit, bro?
Man, I'm Catholic. Straight Catholic.
Utilitarian.
I'm Catholic as hell.
I thought you was like that altruistic.
I'm wartime Catholic.
Okay.
All right, God, I'm a soldier. I'm a soldier of Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, and bet like okay,
10 toes down, 2 sandals down. Type shit.
So I don't even think about what's going on with the environment and shit, bro. Because I know God's got my back.
Yeah.
I know Keith's got my back. I know Bo's got my back.
Right.
My fucking my gang, my key holder, Giuseppe. You know what I'm saying? My key holder, Kevin Durant. You know what I'm saying?
Mine's Saint Sebastian for sure, though.
Yeah. My key holders, Bell and Sebastian. Okay.
Right.
Nah.
Francis the Assisi.
That's facts. That's facts. That's one of my. That's one of the guys.
Rest in power, bro.
Now I'm saying my other key holders, Tegan and Sarah. All right. I know I can call her Tegan on the phone and she gonna have my back.
Facts.
I didn't have to jump. Look, I didn't have to jump into Tegan and Sarah's
shit.
game,
Ain't shit
bro.
with it, dog.
No, look at me. Like I'm on 10 minutes to shop,
bruh.
That's facts.
Shit, they saved me.
I was saying like, bruh.
I had a gun in my mouth, bruh. Listening to Tegan and Sarah, bruh. They saved me, bruh.
Bruh, I fucking had my head in a guillotine. Can you imagine you make a guillotine? I was like, my neck was between the guillotine and shit, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden I get a text from motherfucking guess who texted me though?
Say.
So a guy, just a guy from my fucking meeting, bro.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I can't even talk. I said, bro, my head is in a guillotine. I'm gonna do the lever shit, and it's gonna chop my fucking neck off. He's like, all right, bet. Tell me about tomorrow.
Finger on the lever type shit.
Yeah. I was so mad. I was like, tell me about it tomorrow. Motherfucker, I made a guillotine in this bitch. He said, tell me about so fuck. I survived though. I'm sitting here with you, Andrew.
That's facts.
Bro, I'm saying like I was at the darkest part of my life, bro, and then Bo saved my life. But before Bo got a chance to like save my life, I had both my hands and my feet tied, each one to a horse. You know what I'm saying? And there I was gonna draw and quarter myself.
Yeah. And you wanted to do that. That was on you, bro.
I smell the horse's shit. You ever smell horse's shit?
Yeah.
Right in your face.
This one time, my key holder took me to Home Depot, bro. Because he knew your boy needed some fucking appliances and shit, bro. I brought a fridge. I bought a fridge as big as my thumb, homie. Oh, I brought it back.
Shit,
I almost killed myself.
I love the idea. The story is like a very like small thing. Like my key holder took me to fucking Ralph's, bro. He said, "Look at all that shit. Look at everything around you, bro. Mm-hmm. Everything here is matter."
Right.
Do you ever think about that?
Speaking of which, dude, Jim Carrey's not real, dude. Have you seen this?
I saw, yeah.
What the hell?
Do you think that you buy into that too? Like,
dude, out of all things going on in the world right now, Epstein, Iran, Shia LaBeouf, Jim Carrey's the scariest, dude. I was up late last night thinking, like, what if my goat's dead? What if he's dead, dude?
Oh, like a clone.
Yeah, that's not him, fool. That's not him.
I didn't hear him talk. Does he have the same voice?
Dude, it's nuts. You want to watch it? I'm going to show you right now if you haven't seen it.
Fair enough. Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. Because I saw the thing, and to me, it looks like plastic surgery.
Dude, he looks and sounds different. Fake
different.
He does.
Jim Carrey different.
Jim Carrey.
We got Jim Carrey problem, y'all.
I put Fim Carrey. This shit right here. Let's see.
It's not like he was the hottest guy of all time or something like that. He just has he has like, plastic surgery face. But I have, of course, are you surprised I have the normie take? Does that surprise you?
Dude, no, I'm more scared that my goat's dead, dude. Honestly, at the end of the day. His talking to the reporter, let me see. It's fucking not Jim Carrey, dude. Like, not just the face. It's like the way he talks, the way he is. This shit right here.
I'm dead.
And he says, I'm dead.
I got a problem with my clone. It's telling people I'm dead.
The other thing is, he's just not. It's not Jim Carrey, dude.
I've actually met Jim Carrey in person,
right?
But I haven't seen this, so maybe let me look and see.
I can't find this video.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Who the fuck is that?
That's not Jim Carrey either. Let me try to find it really quick. Sorry.
The whole world's talking about business. Everybody doing business. Why don't everybody just laugh and have fun and watch Jim Carrey go, oh my God.
That ain't him.
Jim Carrey, what the fuck? Yeah, I mean, I love Jim Carrey. He's the best.
Yeah.
He's like the best to ever do it. He's one of the funniest people that ever lived. I'm surprised people don't say him win that conversation when a lot of times, like, who's the funniest person ever? Jim Carrey should at least get a few arguments, I think.
Yeah, he's up there.
For sure. He's a very funny guy. And I haven't seen the video yet. I did see that people were saying that it's not him and all that. And I like the clone stuff. They maybe Jamie Foxx got cloned. I'm more into, like, that could be, because I like the last special, but he could be cloned.
I think I don't know about clone, dude. It's just like, it's not him. Like, it could just be somebody they made look like Jim Carrey.
Well, why would they do that?
I don't know, but it's just so fucking weird that it's not him, dude. Why can't I find this interview anywhere?
That's another weird thing. They don't show it anymore because people are like waking up,
What the fuck?
Today I woke up and I realized Jim Carrey never existed.
Dude, yeah, it's just not him, dude. He's not that guy, pal.
I'm not good at faces, too. That's another thing. Is like a lot of times I can't tell big differences in faces.
Yeah.
So
another conspiracy about this whole thing is that he's doing a bit, and it's like one of those sort of like Andy Kaufman-esque sort of bits.
I guess it could be,
but I'm falling for it, dude, because the fucking shit that I've seen and I can't find now. I don't understand why I can't find it. Maybe I can go to like somebody else's YouTube video.
Yeah.
And just like fake Jim Carrey conspiracy.
Goodness gracious.
This is Penguin Zero. Let's see.
And then that's Penguin Zero reposting Moist Critical.
No, this is Moist Critical. His name is Penguin Zero.
Okay.
Name's
got a bunch of names.
Wait, here?
Maybe.
The big difference is the awards, and I was like, I'm dead. Receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice, but I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried. Then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there, receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead.
This isn't the whole.
It's just a Bruce Jenner voice, really, or now Caitlyn Jenner, but like the weird plastic surgery, it changes your voice.
I don't know, dude. Why would he get plastic surgery though?
Because he's an actor.
Mm-mm. Not
Actors
him,
do
dude.
that, dude.
Not him, dude.
Fucking what's his face? Mickey Rourke. It's like that kind of shit.
It's just so weird.
It is weird, but you want to look young, I guess, and then they tell you it's going to look a certain way, and then you do it, and it looks the wrong way.
Also, the French people are fucking nuts. He's over in France, not looking like himself.
He's in France, too?
Yeah.
Oh, this is in France. Oh. Yeah, the French people are like, what? They have a different take. He looks so good. Oh, my God. They're all stupid.
I don't know. He just doesn't strike me as the Botox guy. He strikes me as the aging gracefully type.
How many of those are there?
Very few. How many people are like Jim Carrey?
A lot. Probably.
No.
Oh, I thought you meant like not aging gracefully. You mean like him?
Yeah.
Oh, no, very few.
Yeah, it's just not in line. Everyone's saying it too. This is not just me saying this. Like,
no, yeah.
It is not Jim Carrey, dude. Like he's doing some sort of bit. If it's truly him and he's still alive.
You know what would be funny to do is like, let's say like I get in really good shape and I look, or like I think I get in really good shape and I think I look better, and people are go, wow, it's not him. Like if I like look, they think I look so much worse.
Yeah,
I just get joned on. But yeah, I'm nobody in Hollywood doing this would surprise me because that's the curse, dude. Hollywood fucks with your brain. Doctors are always like, let me fucking That's what you got a lot of money. There's probably there are probably doctors that email celebrities like, "Hey, I saw you on the red carpet. I can fix that." And you're like, "Fix what?"
Yeah.
I mean, Whitney Cummings thinks her nostrils are too big, bro. And maybe they are, but that's the thing. People are literally trying to figure out how to make their nostrils smaller in Hollywood. They're inventing things.
Well, she's not trying, but I see what you're saying.
Look at me. My teeth are small. My gums are big or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got problems. Maybe one day I show up and I have no more gums.
Look at her nostrils just look weird, dude.
They're kind of big, yeah.
Look at that. There's just uneven weirdness going on there. Every time you stop, it looks different and weird and raw.
Yeah.
Like a lot of shit has been in there. Oh, God.
Gross.
You know what I mean?
It is very funny now to know that she has big nostrils. I like that. I'm glad that my life has that in it now.
Also, why does her not? Okay, this is my whole take on it, and I said this when we were with Ashley Cummings. Shout out to Ashley Cummings for coming on the show too, by the way. But when she's talking directly to the camera, why the fuck can you see her nostrils? Like when you're looking at me, I can't see your nostrils when you're looking dead on at me. But hers are like Tyrion Lannister, how he's described in Game of Thrones. Like you could see through his nose.
What if she's over at your house? And she's like, as her blow her nose, she goes, "Can I get a tissue?" And you go, "Here's," and you give her 5 to use. She's like, "I didn't need that much." And you're like, "You don't need that much. You do need that much. Look at those bigger. Look at those jammers."
And they were calling this one a duck. That one looks like a duck.
It's fucking. We're just talking about Shia LaBeouf, but these are the real holes. But stupid.
Yeah, I don't mean to shame women either. It's just such a weird thing, dude. Like, see how they look? They look fucking weird.
Yeah, when they were making this alien, they fucked up on the nose.
Yeah, people talking about Jim Carrey. I don't think that's Whitney Cummings, dude.
The old Whitney Cummings was great.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's just so weird. One's like one's like this, one's like this. One's a hyphen, one's a fucking uppercase I.
It'd be funny to talk to her and just stare at her nose the whole time.
I probably will.
She's like looking at you. What are you looking at? And you're like, not your nostrils. I'm not looking at your nose.
It's like the mole thing from Austin Powers.
Mole. Yeah, she's fucked up, dude.
Nostradamus, dude.
She got them big old nostrils.
Ugh. It's just so weird. You're looking. I can't get over that part of it. Mm-hmm. When I'm looking at a camera, you shouldn't be able to see inside of my nose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's funny because you can't see. Is the camera looking up at someone or?
No, there's no chance, dude. It's just like she's on an even plane there.
Has it always been like that with her, or is this because of the plastic surgery? Maybe.
I don't know. See, look at her hair. Her head is like on a downward tilt there, and you can still see inside.
Big ones, yeah.
What the hell? Neanderthal, dude.
We got to start like paying attention to other people and see if that's all like him. He kind of has a big nostril too.
That's a huge nostril, dude. What the fuck is happening in that studio?
He has like a nostril.
Yeah.
The other one is like small.
Man.
That one's just really gigantic.
You ever think about that? How happy you are to have 2 nostrils? Imagine having one fat fuck right here,
It
dude.
would kind of suck because when you blow your nose, sometimes it's great that one's clogged and the other's not.
Yeah.
I'm like, thank God for this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, Whitney probably doesn't get her nostrils. Her nose is probably what is it? The white, not white lining. What's the
silver lining?
The silver lining, white lining.
Look, she's listening to you right now going to say it.
The silver lining is that her nostrils are so big that it's probably not getting stuffed up that much. She can probably, have some space.
Oh, yeah.
at all
She's
times.
never had a clogged nostril.
No.
For sure.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Not to mention the fucking paths up top, dude. They're probably huge. A couple of plastic straws up in that bitch. Why? I can't stop looking at it. Ever since I saw it, I can't stop looking at it.
She could probably do cocaine 4 times at once.
From left field.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. What else did we have? You said you had a story.
I did?
Yeah. Somebody complaining about X?
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. So this doesn't make me seem like the greatest of guys, but I want to tell, I'll tell you what happened. My wife's friend got dumped. Okay.
Yeah.
And she came over to be consoled by my wife. My wife. And I had told my wife that I was like, I got a lot of work to do. I'm just going to go upstairs. Because a lot of times when her friends come over, I'm like, I'm going to go upstairs because I got shit to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stay here. But I decided to stay down because I wanted to hear the drama. And I knew it was going to be like a lot of crying and kind of crazy stuff. And also, in my mind, I'm like, I don't know why I think I can write people, like, get them feeling better, but I have this thing where I think I can, like, go, oh, yeah, you're feeling all right now. But it was
By the way, crying and crazy stuff, 2 green flags for me telling her I'm single.
Oh, yeah, she's right up your alley.
Hell yeah.
So does it make me a bad person that I stayed downstairs the whole time?
No.
Because I really wanted to hear that why.
No, I'm a traditional man in the sense of this is my fucking house, dude. If you're going to cry about something, cry to me about it. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to hear why and like, you cry.
If you're going to cry about something in my fucking house, I need to hear about it.
Yeah. And
I don't care how Gilgamesh left you.
Have you ever had that where it's like a girl comes over to cry, or like you're with some?
I was just telling you that somebody called me this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Miguel. Yeah. I don't know, and like, it's just funny to hear the reasonings of like why people break up and stuff like that. It's always like, it's never the truth,
Right.
And I'm not saying that this woman was lying, but just like the reasons the guy gave and the reasons that she gave, like, I'm like, these are not why you broke up.
A good example.
Yeah.
I know exactly where you're coming from. This girl was talking about her boyfriend. Right.
Right.
This is not the same, but like a couple months back. And then I was like, I figured it out. And I don't need her to know that, but I'm in my mind, I'm like, I figured it out.
Yeah.
And then I let it out by accident. I was like, well, you're with him because of the money. You know what I mean? And then her face went like this. And like smiled and was like, but then I could see her mentally try to block that part out where it's like, that's not true.
Yeah. It's really like, it's like you read in books, because the books, when they're talking about people, they give the motivation behind what they're actually doing, but then the character is saying something completely different.
Right.
And they keep making the same mistakes. That is very true to life. People go, yeah, well, he said that, he didn't like the way I drive. I drive recklessly or whatever. It's like, how reckless do you drive that he's...
Yeah, but he has a modded truck and...
You fucking see, what are you doing on the road, bitch? Like, do you hit somebody? You swerved and like, do you honk at an old lady? Like, like, obviously that's not what's going on. And I love hearing stuff like that. I wonder if I'm thinking about my last relationship, what lies I told people. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, she just got tired of fucking coming all the time. That's so lame. That's so fucking lame. I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I knew I shouldn't have made that joke. I fucking hate myself. God damn it. I fucking suck so bad. I heard it coming out and I tried to stop it and I couldn't stop it.
She won't let me have coffee cakes on Saturdays.
Yeah. That'd be a good lie. That'd be a believable lie.
Yeah.
She started like getting on me about my weight. That would have been a funny thing. That would have been such a funny thing to tell my friends.
That's a real thing that I had to deal with, dude. My
Really?
fucking long relationship that I was in.
Yeah.
I started losing weight, and then she said verbatim, like, I don't even know who you're gonna be when you're skinnier. And then I was like, what the hell? You like me fat?
Yeah.
You know?
I remember, yeah. That's fucked up because it's like you're trying to better yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I'm saying that like I make up a rumor where I say that she's calling me fat. She's calling me fat all the time. It hurts my feelings. So my friends are like, wow, what a bitch. I'm like, yeah, huge bitch, dude. She said my mom was schizophrenic. Just making up lies. But no, I can't think of anything I've lied, but I do think it's funny that people they'll say what happened, but not expound on that really, just and then or no one ever is like when they're talking about things they've done realize what they did.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you are acting crazy, that might be the reason. Like it's not to say that you're crazy, but if you do something like, what is that? Did you do something crazy? That's kind of what I wanted. I'm like, did you do anything crazy? But obviously that's not very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, people break up.
Yeah, shit happens, dude.
Yeah.
It's wild. But it is funny though. It's funny to kind of like be the all-seeing eye at times. You're like the Palantir of her relationship, even though you never even met the other person or anything.
I did meet the other person one time.
Well, in general, yeah.
It's just like, it's a situation. If I'm not a friend and I'm there listening to what's going, I'm friendly, but I'm listening to what's going on, this breakup, right? It is like a reality TV show to me. And I have gotten more into reality TV show because of my wife. So I'm watching it in real time and I feel bad and I wish I could help. But at the same time, it is very entertaining to hear something like, well, he told me that, he had said he had an idea for a children's book about global warming and I laughed in his face. And like, that's one of the reasons why.
It's been working for me and this is not okay. But this is an infamous phrase, I believe, that came from Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, is the girl brain, dude.
What's that?
I just say to myself, oh, she has girl brain.
Yeah. Do you think there's a boy brain?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, we want to fuck everything. You know what I mean? That's boy brain.
Boy brain.
We like making Legos and shit, I'm playing Civ 5 over and over and over again and doing nothing else in my life. I make parody songs of Shab.
Yeah.
This is boy brain, for sure. Girl brain, I way rather have boy brain.
Yeah. Boy brain. Is there anything negative about boy brain?
I'm a boy, so it's like hard to say, but no, dude, there's not. Yeah,
I was just trying to get you there. All right. One thing that was kind of funny about this breakup thing is that, I think this is me. The guy takes this girl to a restaurant to break up with her, I guess, and says something during the thing that makes her nervous and she starts crying, and then something that perturbed her. I don't remember what. And then he takes her after the dinner on a walk to his car, and he can't remember where his car is. And he's still fucking, and as he's walking, he's bringing up reasons for why he's angry or not happy or something like that. And then he breaks up with her. To me, that's a crazy move to do that. It's like, why bring someone to a restaurant to break up?
Right.
If someone starts crying at the restaurant, you don't break up with them, walk into your car.
Right.
Wait a day, dude.
Yeah,
We
don't do it
break
at the
up
restaurant
while they're crying.
Right.
That's crazy. It's psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in breaking up face to face, but I'm not like firm on that. You know what I mean?
Wait a day.
Yeah.
Well, I would be like, damn, so you're crying right now, so I'm gonna have to drive you somewhere too. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. That's also guy brain though, because he might be thinking about some other thing that he's about to put his dick inside of, you know what I mean?
Right.
And whether that's a human or not, he's thinking about something else he's going to have sex with.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, I got to get this done. He's got like the integrity, the honor brain kind of thing.
I don't have honor brain, so that's why I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I'm talking about like old Nordic values type shit. You know what I mean? He's like king of the castle type stuff. Yeah. And he's like, fucking, if I'm going to, be wed to House fucking, what's her last name? Just kidding.
Baratheon.
House Dominguez or whatever. It's a Latino. Then it's not gonna work out. I need to get married to House fucking slut, and then thinks about this other girl, and then a week later he's gonna be like, She had everything. Why was I so horny?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Some guys suck.
Mm-hmm. I got guy brain recently, dude. I was thinking about hitting up my ex.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
I just didn't do it. I just haven't done it still. I've been thinking about it a lot, but I just haven't done it.
Most of my guy brain is just like, yo, fuck that guy up, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you got violence in your DNA. Your clothes don't fit. Fuck people up.
Yeah.
And I got to tell myself, don't do that, dude.
Right.
It's bad.
Not worth it, bro.
No, but I mean, I'm a fighter. I've always been one.
Yeah, dude. I got so mad today in traffic. And this is more, Asian brain type shit because they can't drive in the area we're in, right? Right. Sorry.
Next.
No, so what happened was the light turned green, right? And everyone's moving. And also insurance fraud brain, I think, right? Asian brain was a joke. The person was not Asian. I was just making a bad driving joke, just like you were making that coming joke earlier. But I'm not proud of myself, but I'm not going to cry about it either. Some people might have laughed. But so the light turned green, and I'm doing DoorDash because, I'm killing it in life.
Facts.
And I go, and then they slam on their brakes, dude. And I slam on my brakes. And all this Chinese food goes all over the place in my car.
Oh.
And then there's nobody in front of them.
Yeah.
And then they go, like, dude, I'm telling you, insurance fraud type shit.
They were trying to get you to hit them.
Yeah. And I was fucking pissed, dude.
That's the worst.
I really don't have a road rage ever.
Yeah.
I don't like pull up next to him like, gah, 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 gah.
Yeah.
I literally just drive behind him like, I'm going to fucking put a gun in my mouth when I get home. One of my homies better save me tonight, dude.
I need to get saved.
But yeah, really, I don't get road rage like that. I'll just think about it for about 10 minutes after that and be like, that person's they suck ass.
That's better than road rage.
Yeah.
You pull up next to him, roll down the window. Hey, what the fuck, bro? And he goes, oh, over there, bro. Take a left on Gaylord Street, and then go right to the fuck. But yeah, no, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Right.
You gain nothing from the road rage thing. That's where you get killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, road rage is kind of whack. My sister had road rage growing up, and I saw that. And as a young man before driving, and I was like, I'll never be like that. Now, there's a couple times where I have been like that, and people have chased me down type shit, and I'm like, oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, that's what I get scared of. Yeah.
But this is also cocaine brain.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
What is the best case scenario for like a successful road rage? You pull up on somebody, you yell at them, and they're scared of you. Like that's best. Like, oh, great. Now I've scared this person.
Right.
What do you get from that? You feel better now. That does nothing. But in the heat of it, you're like, this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Cut me off, or he he's tailgating me. There's nothing really you can do.
I just tell myself, oh, there's sick people out here. That's what I do, and then I keep going.
Yeah,
it helps me out.
That's a good. I guess so.
Oh, these people are sick.
People make me so fucking mad, dude. I'm always complaining to my wife about it now. Just like, oh, look at that, no turn signal. Wow, look at that. Isn't that great? She's like, could you just fucking shut the fuck up?
Yeah. I never like being in a hurry while on the road, dude. Ever.
I'm always in a hurry.
Yeah, I don't like doing that. I'll leave early and then just kick it in my car, read some Game of Thrones, the Iliad type shit, and then just kick it.
Even when I'm not in a hurry, though, it still makes me mad when people do shit that I'm just like, of course, no matter who they are, I look at them and I go, of course.
Right.
I hate everyone on the road. It's not good.
Yeah, especially old people. Old people can suck ass, dude.
Yeah.
On the road. But I think that's it for this week, dude.
Yeah. No voicemails, right?
Oh, let me check, actually. My bad.
No, you're good.
Oh, you're about to go into full on end the show mode, dude. I had one thing. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
Where's the voicemails at here?
Voicemails.
Let's see. Nope. None this week. But if you want to leave us a voicemail, it's 775-557-8667. 775-557-TMOS.
See you next week.